Roman Blood by Stephen Saylor. Dedication. To Rick Solomon, this book. Auspicium Miloris Ivi. Part 1. High and Low. Chapter 1. The slave who came to fetch me on that unseasonably warm spring morning was a young man, hardly more than 20. Usually, when a client sends for me, the messenger is a slave from the very lowest rung of the household. A grub, a cripple, a half-wit boy from the stables stinking of dung and sneezing from the bits of straw in his hair. It's a kind of formality. When one seeks out the services of Gordianus the Finder, one keeps a certain distance and restraint. It's as if I were a leper, or the priest of some unclean oriental cult. I'm used to it. I take no offense, so long as my accounts are paid for on time and in full. The slave who stood at my door on this particular morning, however, was very clean and meticulously groomed. He had a quiet manner that was respectful but far from groveling, the politeness one expects from any young man addressing another man 10 years his elder. His Latin was impeccable, better than mine, and the voice that delivered it was as beautifully modulated as a flute. No grub from the stables, then, but clearly the educated and pampered servant of a fond master. The slave's name was Tyro. "Of the household of the most esteemed Marcus Tullius Cicero," he added, pausing with a slight inclination of his head to see if I recognized the name. I did not. "Come to seek your services," he added, "on the recommendation of—" I took his arm, placed my forefinger over his lips, and led him into the house. Brutal winter had been followed by sweltering spring. Despite the early hour, it was already far too hot to be standing in an open doorway. It was also far too early to be listening to this young slave's chatter, no matter how melodious his voice. My temples rolled with thunder. Spidery traces of lightning flashed and vanished just beyond the corners of my eyes. "Tell me," I said, "do you know the cure for a hangover?" Young Tyro looked at me sidelong, puzzled by the change of subject, suspicious of my sudden familiarity. "No, sir." I nodded. "Perhaps you've never experienced a hangover." He blushed slightly.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?